Hello everyone, it's Michael from Replica Airguns with another field test shooting video. We're going to test out an airsoft version and a BB, steel BB version, so 6mm airsoft versus 4.5mm steel BB versions. These are KWC M11s, and they're basically an all plastic gun, no blowback, nothing fancy, fairly inexpensive, but they are pretty cool looking, and they should shoot pretty good. The airsoft version is rated at 150 meters per second, which may be a little hot for a lot of airsoft games, but it's going to be pretty powerful. And then we have 120 meters per second in the steel BB. So roughly 400, I'm saying, versus 500 FPS. So let's see how they do on the chronograph, right? We're doing the field test here, shooting video. We're going to try and get 5 good readings for each gun. I've got 10 rounds in each. Then we're going to head back. We're going to shoot 10 rounds on paper targets and see what kind of accuracy we get from each gun. We'll start with the airsoft. And keep in mind, I have done a tabletop video for these guns already. So this again is just the shooting video. So if you're interested in specs and things like that, check out the tabletop video. All right, let's get going here. See if I can get some readings. And we're on safe. Always good to start out on safe. 558. Error. 555. 558. 564. This gun's climbing. Okay, let's see if we can get another one. 544. As I was saying, 500 FPS. Now, I'm going to bring this up because a lot of people in Canada and even the US understand our laws that if a gun shoots over 500 feet per second, it's got to be regulated. That is not entirely true. There has to be 2 thresholds that have to be exceeded, both of them, not just one. And that's basically the energy and the feet per second. So in this case, this gun is shooting over 500 FPS using 0.20 grams BBs. If you were to figure out what the foot-pound energy or the joules were for this, it's going to be well under the 4.2 foot-pounds or 5 joules of energy that it must exceed along with the 500 FPS to become what's considered a regulated firearm. So this is still considered, or still falls into the airgun category, which is unregulated because it does not exceed both thresholds. So again, because it's shooting a 0.20 gram BB at around 550 FPS, not exceeding that 4.2 foot-pounds or 5 joules, or I think it's 5.1 or something like that, it's not exceeding that secondary threshold. Therefore, it's not regulated. Okay, hopefully you understand that. I get that question a lot, so I thought I'd cover it real quick because I know people are going to ask about that. All right, let's move on here, and let's get into the steel BB. Hopefully we can get a little over 400 with this guy. The airsoft is really pounding it out. Again, we're on safe. All right, let's go for it here. Yeah, steel BB are always a little tricky with this chronograph. There we go, got one. 459, that's nice. At least we got one. A little higher maybe. A little lower. 2. 455.9. Back a little more. A little closer. 3. 444.2. 3. And we're out. I think we only got 3 readings. Steel BB are always tricky on these chronographs. Maybe because they're shiny, reflective, I'm not sure, but they tend to not work as good as lead pellets and airsoft in general. But then again, this chronograph, you just never know. All right, we're going to head back 30 feet back, and we're going to put, again, 10 rounds from each gun on paper targets to see what kind of groupings or accuracy we can get from both guns. We are all set up 30 feet back, got my KWC M11s, both airsoft and steel BB. We'll start with the airsoft and see how many of these 10 rounds I can get in a nice tight grouping. Hopefully they all basically kind of hit well centered. There's no adjustable sights on this gun. I got some cobwebs on the back here, but there are no adjustable sights, so hopefully it's well centered. I'm not even entirely sure if this gun has hop up. I can't remember if it does or not. We'll probably know pretty soon here just by shooting it. Okay, so let's see here. I'm just using these peep sights. It's not used to these sights, so I'll do my best. Take it off safe. And we're gonna switch targets, of course, partway through. Okay, so let me get used to this here. That should be it. All right, let's take a quick look. These BBs are getting there really, really quick. I mean, there's barely any delay. It almost sounds like a one shot. A lot of times you'll hear the gun go off and then the BB hitting the target. It's almost like one sound. So they really are getting there quick. And you know what? It's not a bad group at all. A little high and to the right, but not bad in terms of centering, and not bad. It's about a 2-inch group in total. Pretty decent for airsoft, really. There might be hop up. I'll just put on the screen if there is hop up. I just can't remember if there is or not with this gun. But it shoots pretty good. So you know, in terms of close range shooting, it would be pretty decent. Long range hop up would be better. If it does have it, that would help. All right, let's switch targets and then try the steel BB version. This one's getting a little wet. All right, let's see what happens here with the BB, steel BB version. See if we can get a similar grouping. All right, one more just for fun here. I don't think there's anything in it, but okay. How'd she do? Pretty comparable. I mean, a little tighter perhaps. Let's just put this down. Let's take a look here. Really very comparable. Both of them, other than this one that was down here, these groupings are virtually the same, you know, except for on the steel BB, it was centered a little bit better to the left, you know, or left and right. So about the same in terms of height. Each one of these grids or these squares is an inch. So this is about 1.5 inches. Not bad at all, really. And most of them were within 1 inch, other than these two guys down here. And, you know, like, I'm not really that used to these sort of peep type sights. But, you know, they are pretty good. They do work well. Just something I'm not as used to shooting with, so maybe I could dial it in a little bit better. Nice guns, no blowback. They are like really, you know, a lot of plastic in them. They're not a heavy gun. Watch the tabletop review. You can pull these stocks back, and they are metal stocks, so that's pretty cool. Really not much to go wrong with them because there's not a lot of moving parts. Pretty high capacity magazines. CO2, they're both really powerful. They both have double action style triggers because they're no blowback action, anything like that. Medium pull, medium to hard. I wouldn't say it's a really hard pull, but it's not definitely light by any means. But really nice guns actually for the price and stuff. And if you're looking for like an M11 affordable one, then not a bad choice. All right, thanks for watching another Replica Airguns video. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook and Twitter. The username is Replica Airguns. Also come on down to replicaairguns.com where we have articles, post reviews, and of course my tabletop video for these guns. We also have our online stores located at replicaairguns.ca and replicaairguns.us. You can figure that one out, Canada and US, where we sell air guns, BB guns, airsoft guns, blank guns, pellet guns, knives, and other accessories. All right, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.